this is Nikki, and I'm here to share all the messages that I get from Spirit and all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey back to unconditional love. And for everyone that is joining me to the crystal grid and everyone that's coming to me for healing, we are definitely on a collective journey back to each other, back to unconditional love, and back to our divine loves. Now, this is a painting that I bought a long time ago when I first met up with my twin. And now I am sick. What you'll notice, it's actually I bought it from the Tate gallery, and it is Liechtenstein. And I was going to go to this exhibition with my twin, but we didn't end up going. Now, what I noticed is which I sort of didn't think about this until I looked at the painting this morning. And it says, we rose up slowly as if we didn't belong to the outside world any longer, like swimmers in a shadowy dream who didn't need to breathe. And we are breathing for each other underwater. Now, that is something that I have been seeing specifically for myself when I do healing on myself and my twin. I see this a lot, but I am now seeing it for other people in healings where they come to me. I've seen it for both on the feminine side and the divine masculine side. So it has been quite a common theme recently. So when I re-looked at this picture this morning, I was like, oh my God, look at that. All the way along, I hadn't noticed that it has the rose in it. We rose up slowly. And the rose is the sign of the divinity. And the rose has been the flower that I see in my attunements, always for Reiki. I always see the rose. So I was just like, oh my God, that is what I'm seeing in all these people's healings. So just crazy. The other thing is that the other message, honestly, our higher self connections are just ridiculous. This morning I was going to put out a video around, basically about how to connect to your twin spirit, and I was thinking about how to describe the higher self and all that stuff. No sooner that I was thinking about this, then Cassidy Kane's blog has come out, and that is discussing and going through the differences between the higher self and then the oversoul that you share with your twin. So basically, I don't need to describe it. I will just put the link into the description box. So I was like, perfect. So the next thing is that I got a message into my recommended viewing list for YouTube. Now, I do not follow, I'm not subscribed to David Bowie, but he had a song in there by David Bowie. So I was like, okay, I'll click into it and have a look. So the song is called No Plan. It's his latest song from the album. Now, I look, obviously he passed away. So the first thing is here, look at the numbers, it's 69. So I knew straight away, I was like, okay, this is a message. So I knew it was a message anyway, because it was from David Bowie. So I was like, okay. Now look at here. Why do I feel Bowie's spirit when I listen to his music and celebrate his life? Okay, just perfect. Because actually your twin, so again, these messages are so coordinated, right? That's why you just know there is a divine jigsaw that we are piecing together, because that's exactly what I was going to be talking about, the fact that your twin spirit is always with you, and if you tap into it, you can feel it, you can feel the energy, you can see the energy in everything that you look at and hear on the radio and programs and everything. So I was just like, oh wow, that's perfect, thank you. The next thing is, I'm then looking through, because I listened to the song, and it is basically saying about, it's called No Plan, right? And for me, I definitely sense there is some divine masculines that are in a sense of, they don't feel they're in the right position to be able to approach their divine feminines. So i.e. financially, or whether they don't feel that they want to be able to offer her the world and they can't, so they kind of feel like a bit of a loss, and so that's why they're not approaching, and they're kind of they're just kind of ignoring you. So I was like, this is just the perfect song, because that's exactly how I feel for quite a few of the divine masculines. So I scroll down here, and there is somebody that gives a review of the David Bowie. Now, I'm not going to be able to find it, but basically in the review, I then look at the review, the review says that there is this is from his album Black Star, right? And I look at the review and it says people have found hidden meanings in his Black Star cover. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and research that. So then I looked onto the Black Star, right? And his album cover is literally a black star. But when you shine a light on it, there are golden stars that come out of it, right? So I was like, oh my God, he's tapped into the golden energies. So I then go and Google to find out about this. Right, listen to this. So basically the first thing is that there are golden stars. Look at that on the album cover when you shine a certain light on it. The other thing is that when you shine a backlight on it, it turns into a blue star. And the blue star is obviously Archangel Michael. So I'm reading this and I'm thinking there must be messages in here. So I tried shining a light onto the vinyl while the album was playing, kind of like Lazaretto by Jack White, which makes a spinning angel while the record turns. Going right through the record from one side to the other is a strange ring, almost like the ring of Saturn. Now, interestingly, recently, beforehand I was getting gold coins given to me in healings. More recently, I've been getting rings. It was a blue sapphire ring, and then I've always been told by my twin spirit that he's going to give me a yellow diamond. And also the Rihanna song, We've Found Love in a Hopeless Place. That was the first song he ever sent me, and it was about... So I've always had yellow diamond. So I'm like looking at this and it says about a ring. I then go down, and not only that, it then says that actually people have traced into the cover of this, when they shine a light on it, they have pointed out a man, right? And his album was called The Starman, right? So basically they're saying that he's got all of these hidden meanings and in his artwork for the album. And so obviously I was like, okay, well, this is exactly what we're uncovering now. It's like there are hidden meanings in absolutely everything. Every single healing that I do for somebody, it's incredibly symbolic. It's quite abstract. So you have to look beyond the surface to see the meaning of it. And I interpret it one way with my intuition, because I'm channeling your higher selves, basically. So just fascinating. So this popped up in my YouTube list. Then I get an email from a lady who wants to come to me for healing. So this just shows how much we're mirroring each other. I'm just going to read it out. I've taken away any personal details. But basically, bear in mind that that video for me had popped up into my recommended list. She says, your video called Your Twin Flame Wants You to See This showed up on my watch list playlist, and I didn't put it there. I listened to what you said, and later on when I went to brush my hair, I found a coin under my hairbrush. After seeing him that day, there was a coin on the edge of the couch. The same similar coin. Since then, they have been showing up everywhere in my drawers, and now only gold coins. Signs I've been seeing constantly are dragonflies, hummingbirds and fruit flies. I just checked the down bar on your video, and it just so happens that I recently watched the movie Hector in the Pursuit of Happiness. And then can I please book a session with you? So just to say this, I mean, Spirit are working in the most incredible ways to bring us together, to help each other on our journeys, and to connect you with the right people to help you as part of our soul mission to come together to raise love and light on the planet. So just know this, I mean, the fact that I got that from David Bowie, Rock Up, in my playlist is just insane. And the fact that on the album cover is actually hidden golden stardust, right? And I mean, it is just so bonkers. I mean, it's amazing the amount of support that we are getting. So just know this, keep going into your heart, keep sprinkling golden stardusts everywhere. I know that this is a challenging journey at sometimes, but you have to keep living in these incredible signs because it is amazing. All right, well, if you'd like to come to healing or join the Crystal Grid, All details are in the link. Okay, take care. Have a good one.